Okay, we're on. Hey, everybody, this is Rabbi Bars with us today. He just wrote a book, got it on my desk here, called Win, Change Your Thinking, Change Your Destiny. It's a soft color cover. I'm reading it. I'm finding it really, it's just so interesting the way you write it. He's written other books, and he's done seminar. He used to work at HLA back in the day, and
Back in
he's
the
out in
day.
Washington, D.C., doing seminars, and he's just a brilliant person. And he's going to be talking about his new insights to changing your thinking, changing your destiny. Steve, it's all yours.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I usually get a bigger intro, but Aryeh wanted too much. There was the three choices: nothing, the $25, or the 70. I just went for the $25 one, and it's okay. I think it works. Good morning, everybody. I'm in Denver at the moment. It's good to meet you. How many people got on the line? Did anyone tell? Is it just me? No, yeah?
No,
Good morning. Here. I'm on. I don't know who else is on. Some of the guys are mute because they're traveling.
Yeah, so you got about five, probably about a million.
Okay, good. So let me give you some ideas to think about. You can go into Barnes and Nobles if they're still around anymore, and you can look up biographies of great people who achieve whatever it is. And we're all in areas in our lives that we want success. Nobody's walking around going, I just like to be a failure. Everyone's looking for wherever your success is in life, whatever you define that is, whether that's business, whether that's community, whether that's family, sports, health. Right? Everyone wants great success. And you can read the biographies out the kazoo of all the people that have achieved incredible things in life. And it won't do you a sausage bit of good. And the reason is because just because you read what they did to have success doesn't translate into your life. They didn't achieve the successes they had, whether that's Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, Napoleon, Nelson Mandela, whoever, because of what they did. They did it because of how they thought about the problems they were dealing with, that they could transfer the problem into tremendous success. And it's not a solution like, oh, try this way or try this problem that way, or whatever it happens to be that's going to give you the success you're looking for. It's how you think about the problem you have. I give you a very simple example that will prove this point. It's a little extreme, but it'll give you the idea of what we're going here. Imagine, God forbid, you come home and there's 3 fire trucks outside your house. You rush the front door. The fire chief tackles you to the ground. He says, you crazy? You can't go in there. You say, are you crazy? You don't understand. My 2-year-old is on the 2nd floor. Right? You as a dad or mom are going to do something that a trained fireman cannot and won't do. And you're going to be successful in it. And this has repeated itself over and over again in all kinds of variable ways. It's not the solution to the problem you're looking for. It's how you think about the problem that's going to change everything. And we see this very clearly in our own lives. I'm sure you know people who are in your life that just don't get what to do. They just can't think about the issues of their life in a way that gives them the success they want. And as obvious as it is what they should do, they just can't get it. And the problem is because they don't think about it the right way. And I want to give you a very dramatic tool to understand this. Everyone sitting here, if you're driving, don't do this, but have it in your mind. But if you're sitting at a desk and you have one of those pieces of old technology, a piece of paper and a pen, I want you to write down your village idiot. We all have somebody in our lives who's just like, it could be someone in our family, it could be a neighbor, it could be somebody in the community, whoever, right? Who's just like, excuse the expression, is a village idiot. It's just like, they just constantly, they're chronically getting themselves in messes, and no matter what you try and do to help them, they just can't seem to get themselves out of it. Have you got someone like that in mind? Yeah? Everyone got that?
Yeah.
Okay? You got his
Yes.
name? His name or her? Okay.
No one
now,
on
what I
this
want
phone
you to
call.
do is, if they would just, a light bulb would go off, right? And they would come to you and they say, okay, what do I got to do to get out of this pattern I'm in, right? What I got to do to get out of it? What would you tell them? Anybody? What would you tell them?
I'd say spend an hour with Rabbi Bars.
Thank you. I don't know if I'd be interested. But
actually, Rabbi, I think it goes back to what you exactly just said. That is to say, it's about how you think about something. Some of these people are incapable of solving that problem. That is to say, that the reason they're the village idiot is it's not that they can't think, it's about how they think.
Exactly, right. And would that work with this guy you're thinking of?
I seriously doubt.
Gave him
Probably not.
But so is there one piece of advice you ever give him or her that you repeat and they just don't get it, or is there something specific you could give them? Anybody else on the line that have got? What would you tell these people? Has anybody got no clue what you would tell them?
Well, to listen to the feedback you're receiving from others.
Oh, okay, that's one thing you tell them. Okay, good. Anyone else?
I would say that from my perspective, the person I'm thinking of, I would say would probably say, "Oh, I do it all the time."
Right.
And the reason they're the village idiot is because they really don't, but they think they do.
Right. Right. But if there's one thing you could tell them that I get in, that you open up their brain, you stick this note in their brain, and they get it. What would that be? What would you tell them?
I'd say do what makes you happy. I mean, I imagine after trying to help them for a long time, and it seems like it's going nowhere, you just give up and say, if you're happy, then do as you please.
Right. Anybody else? Anyone else got some pearls of wisdom?
Yeah, I was going to add, has your strategy been working so far? Have you had any success with what you're doing?
Oh, okay. Good. Okay, now what I want you to do, what I hope you got out from this little tool is that you know the person, you see what they're constantly doing wrong, you have things, there's obvious things that they could do that would get them out of this mess, and you just can't seem to get it across to them. They just don't seem to get it. Now what I want you to do is think about someone at the other extreme of that spectrum. This is your idol. This is the guy you're trying to be like. This is the one you model your life after. This is I want his success. Maybe not in everything, but at least in one particular field. Can you picture that guy? Anyone got that guy in their mind?
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Now, I want you to picture, you sit down with this person. He might be alive, might be dead, whatever. But you're sitting down with this person, and you're asking him or her the question, what do I have to do to achieve the kind of success you have? Right? What will they tell you? Anyone got any ideas? What would they say to you?
Be ruthless about your goal and don't take any prisoners on the way to achieving it. Don't get distracted.
Right, that's Aryeh? Is that Aryeh?
Yep.
Yeah. Anybody else?
I might say do what you love and success will follow.
Right. Anybody else? No? No one? So I'm going to suggest something very dramatic, okay? I'm going to suggest, I don't know anybody there, I maybe I do, I don't know, but and I don't know what your reaction is. We're on the phone, I can't see, right? But I'm going to suggest that when it came to the village idiot, we were very clear about the things that they're doing wrong. We have some specific things. It's very defined. But when it comes to our idol, right, we, to them, are the village idiot. Nothing personal. I'm a village idiot too, right? So my best friends are village idiots, right? But we, to them, are the village idiot. And in other words, relative to that idol, I just use it, Steve Jobs as an example. He's not everybody's idol. He's not mine either, but it's an easy one to use, right? Relative to Steve Jobs, I'm the village idiot. And I wouldn't be surprised if he thought of me like that if I ever met him, right? It's a little late now, but nevertheless, right? But relative to Steve Jobs, I'm the village idiot. And we can't see what we need to do to be like him. If you're playing golf, you guys into golf, and you're playing next to Tiger Woods, he can see very clearly what you're doing wrong, but you can't get it. Even though it's very small little things and very easy little things, but those little things makes all the difference in the world. And what defines tremendous success, the difference between Tiger Woods and us, if you could play golf, is just fractions of an inch. That fractions of an inch is worth fortunes. This is true in everything in life. And it's easy for us to see by the village idiot what we're doing wrong. But it's very hard what they're doing wrong. It's very hard for us to see what we're doing wrong relative to the idol. Is this making sense? So how do you change that? I'm assuming you're on the line here because you want to change that. You want to see clearly, like you can see what the village idiot is missing. You want to see clearly like that what you're missing to get the success you want out of life. That's how clear you want to get it. Because when you get it like that, you're going to do it. You're not going to do the mistakes that your village idiot is doing because it's so clear to you those things don't work. You want to be able to see like that for your idol. And if you could see it, you'd have that kind of success. And I'm going to give you how to achieve that insight. It's very, very simple. In life, you can either be looking down or you can be looking up, but you just can't do both. If you have a village idiot and you're clear on what he's doing wrong, it's because you're looking down. And that's why you'll never be able to see what the Steve Jobs is doing that you're missing. You've got to stop looking down, and then you can look up. But you can't do both. In other words, when I asked you the question, what's your village idiot doing wrong? You should have said, I don't know. That's what you should have said. Because if you say that, it means because you're looking up. I've had the tremendous good fortune of meeting some phenomenally successful people. And that's how they look at life. They don't look down. They're looking up. And that simple technique, that if you could work on it, would change the way you look at life. And you'll see what it is you're missing in life.
When you say looking up, can you be more definitive? Because that can go a lot of different ways.
Yeah, so you're looking up at your idol, whoever that happens to be. I hate the word idol, but nevertheless, the guy where you want to be, and that's your vision. You're not looking down at people and seeing their mistakes. They don't frustrate you. What frustrates you is you're not where you want to be. When you're looking up like that, I want to be the Steve Jobs. I want to be the Bill Gates. I want to be the Warren Buffett. When your eye is on that goal, you'll only see what you're missing. And it's very interesting today because we can go online now, which you couldn't do before, and we can listen to the speeches of Warren Buffett and Steve Jobs, and you'll be really hard put to find the bitterness they have about the people who've written the books. They just don't talk about them. And I don't believe it's because they're politically correct. I believe it's because this is how they view life. They're focused on where they want to be, and they're not focused on where they have been. And you could do the same thing.
They don't focus on their failures. Is that what you're saying? It's not just their failures.
it's not just their failures. It's not they're not looking at the people who are messing up their lives. I mean, because it's a Jewish group, I assume everybody here is Jewish, and you're familiar with Jewish thinking. This is the whole concept of Lashon Hara. The reason Lashon Hara is so bad is because when you engage in it, you're looking down.
Gossip,
right. It's so destructive to the person doing it. It destroys your ability to achieve anything. You can't look down and go anywhere.
Okay, so what we're really saying here, in other words, and very well, I like the way it's stated. Ostensibly, it's a matter of maintaining a positive outlook rather than a negative outlook, looking forward to positive outcomes, and not thinking about the negative and being totally focused on the positive.
On the positive, right? Where is your vision? Right, and you're gonna notice that if you speak Lashon Hara, if you're speaking bad about other people, you're stuck. You're not going to get out of the message you're in. You can't do both. Your eye is on the wrong ball.
That's very interesting. Well, I like this. We got 2 minutes to go. Steve, what would you like to do with those 2 minutes? And by the way, Steve is going to be here next week. He's on a little bit of a book tour, and if people want to meet with him, he's available. You can email me. If they have a nice conference with Steve and tell him about your business, your life, whatever. Steve's wife happens to be what does she do for Lori with JDRP? She's her.
She manages all the trips for the JDRP.
Right.
Yeah, they really got her busy there.
They got her busy. So
right.
Anyway, so Steve's out here basically Tuesday and Wednesday. So if you want to connect, just email me. And if you have friends who want to connect, great. And if anyone wants to put together a quick class with 3 or 4 friends, Steve's available as well. He's just doing one thing for me out here, and we're just helping him with his book tour. Okay, Steve, you got a minute?
Thanks.
Do whatever you like.
So you see, right, if you got a text right now that you won the lottery, right, $100 million, how would your day be going? Absolutely and phenomenally. Right? All of a sudden, all the things that bother you don't bother you. All the annoying things, the dog that poops in your front lawn, the car that's got a problem, everything, nothing bothers you anymore. You get through the day and you have tremendous success. Even though winning the lottery hasn't actually changed your life one iota. You won't get that money for 3 months. It's somewhere in the future. But how you think about the future changes your very fabric of your ability to succeed today. Your ability to succeed today has nothing to do with how you think about today. It's how you think about what's going to happen tomorrow. And the brighter the future you plan for tomorrow and you think it's going to happen, the more ability you have to succeed today. And if you work with people, you manage people, the greater the vision you give them of what is going to happen, the more you're going to be able to, the more they're going to be able to succeed in today. Thank you, guys. It's been a real pleasure. I'm looking forward to meeting you. Won't be out in LA next week.
Yeah, Steve will be out here. So, contact me if you guys want to throw together. Someone to host a quick class and could get some people there. We'll do it. We can do it Wednesday night, or could do it, lunchtime or something. Or
check out the
whatever.
book. Check out the book. It's called Win. Change Your Thinking, Change Your Destiny. We're in the top 1% of sales on Amazon. It's doing really fantastic. And I'd love to talk to you more. I'd love to connect with all of you. Thank you so much.
All right. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, Aryeh.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Already ordered. Thank you. Bye. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Hello? Anyone online?